This is a picture of when I met Lana Del Rey. If you guys want to hear the story of how it happened, she was very, very nice. I will save that till the end of the video, but today we are reacting to Chemtrails Over the Country Club, and I'm so excited to get my depression on. I realized that for this video, I need to be in a bit of a calmer mood, so we're just gonna calm down. We're gonna take a minute. We're just gonna breathe. I'm very excited. If you guys are new to my channel, hello, I react to things that I've never seen before, so consider subscribing, because I would love to have you all. Of course, as always, if you want to support the channel, you can pledge to me on Patreon below. If you want to speak to me directly, you can follow me on Instagram and send me a message over there. And of course, if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description box below. I can't contain my excitement. I hope it's just a bunch of songs that sound like Chemtrails. Of course, personally for me, my favorite album by Lana is NFR. We're just gonna call it NFR because I can't say those words on YouTube. I am very, very excited. I'm not gonna waste any more time. The first song is called White Dress. Let's go. Oh my god. If it's a piano ballad, I'm gonna love it. Her vocals assassinate me. Ooh, that's a nice riff. Did you hear that? Wow, whoa, wait, let me pause it. Did you hear the way she goes so high? I can't remember if she's ever done that before. She probably has, but just never that high for an elongated amount of time. I really like that. She says, when I was a waitress working the night shift, you were my man. Felt like I got this. So I guess she's reminiscing on a previous relationship in a previous time, which is why the song sounds so mystical in a way. This is such a great opening to the album. Let's continue. Oh. wait, no, we need to stop. It's the way she sings it. It's the way she goes, it's just so good. It's crazy. Oh wow, I really love that. I really love that. This song is probably going to be my favorite on this album. Wow. Whoa. Wow. That was such a beautiful line. She says, I only mention it because it was such a scene. And I felt seen. What a nice play on words. She mentions this time in her life previously because it was such a scene. It was such a moment. And in that moment, she felt seen by the person she loves. That is so deep. And that's why I love Lana Del Rey. She always hits me with such deep lyrics that I can just spend my late nights listening to and just getting sad. That's just what it's made for. And it's beautiful and I appreciate it. All right, so that was White Dress. I loved it. Let's get on to the second track. With you, my sweet love, there's nothing wrong. This is the best line. I'm just wild. I can't sing. Such a good. This song is so good. It's really underrated. All right, so track 1 and 2, White Dress and Chemtrails, are bops. They are amazing and I love them so much. If this album continues this way, it'll be my favorite Lana album. It will overtake NFR. And that is saying something, so let's just hope it continues this way. Oh, wow, I love that auto-tune on her voice. That's new. Wow. Oh, that's the name of the album. Okay, well, now I guess we know why the album was going to be called White Hot Forever, because that is literally a quote from the Tulsa song. Wow, okay. Oh. Oh, wow, that sounds like a chant. Wow, I wonder what that means. Her vocals on this album sound so amazing. She's so talented. I just think it's so funny how people hate on Lana when clearly she is one of the most talented women in this generation, if I'm being honest. Out of all the singers who have come out, she has one of the greatest voices I've ever heard. But I really wonder what White Hot Forever means. Am I the only one who just doesn't get it? I usually try to make my own interpretation of what a song means, but I have no idea what this song means at all. Well, this is Let Me Love You Like a Woman. I'm gonna be honest, this was kind of a grower for me. I had to listen to it a couple of times to like it, but now I do, so okay. It's the vocals for me. Let me love you like a woman. Oh, I really love that line. Oh, whoa. I actually never noticed this until now. She says, in the first verse, she says, I only mention it because I am ready to leave LA and I want you to come. And then in the second verse, she says, I only mention it because I'm ready to leave LA and I want. And then you hear her in the background say, need you to come. That's really interesting to me. That just goes to show how, once you get more and more attached to a person, you become more dependent on them. And I really like that idea because that's something I kind of can relate to right now. All right, so that's the first 4 songs of the album. I will say I love White Dress, Chemtrails, and Tulsa. I really like those 3 songs. Let Me Love You Like a Woman is a nice song. It's just not a career high for me. White Dress, however, wow, still the best song on the album. Let's keep going. I think I have a good feeling about this one.
You made me crazy.
Didn't I tell you?
So I smoke cigarettes.
Her voice is so angelic.
I love your looks like polka dots. You're killing me more.
Oh, this is the one I can relate to.
Because baby,
Oh, the build up. Wait, what? Oh my god, wait, no, wait. Okay, am I the only one who thinks it sounds just like How to Disappear? Like, exactly, like, identically How to Disappear? Like, it's actually crazy? My only issue is How to Disappear is one of my favorite songs from NFR, and I know How to Disappear is a song that not a lot of the Lana fans like. I don't understand why. It's just one that I personally really could relate to at the time of its release, and this chorus, the music of this chorus is literally identical to How to Disappear. And I think this album is produced by Jack Antonoff, so if it is, then he literally just imitated himself, like quite literally, and he didn't even do it in a creative way, he just copied it. However, I hate to say it, but I love this song. Those verses were insane. Ooh, that's such a good line, wow. Wow. I love the way she changes lyrics all the time. Wow. It's the build-up. The build-up is the best part. All right, that was Wild at Heart. I really love that. Let's move on to Dark But Just a Game. Oh. Okay, this is very different. I really like this beat. Oh, I think this one's gonna be my favorite. Oh, wait. I love the lyrics to this song. She says, we keep changing all the time. The best ones lost their minds. So I'm not gonna change. I'll stay the same. This song to me is about being young and just being very stubborn about your personality and how you want to live your life and just doing it unapologetically. It almost sounds like she's speaking sarcastically. She's speaking like she's a teenager who's entitled and doesn't know what they want to do with their life, but then acts like they know. And I love that. It's very meta, in my opinion.
it's dark, but just a game.
What does that mean? Oh god, wow. Okay, so it just keeps going back and forth. Alright, okay. The next song is Not All Who Wander Are Lost. Let's hear what this song is about.
I've been wearing the same damn clothes for 3 damn days.
I can relate to that.
You got my
Wow, I like the melody of this.
You talk to God like I do. I think you know.
Wow. Oh, wait. This is my favorite song. And I mean it this time. I actually mean it. This is my favorite song. The message of it and the melody and the vocals. Firstly, the message, not all those who wander are lost. The people who are still searching for meaning, the people who are still searching for a meaning in life, a meaning in their relationships, a meaning in what they do. Just because they're searching doesn't mean they're lost. It just means they haven't found where they're going yet. Wow, my mind is blown. That is such a beautiful message. There are so many people, including myself, who, sometimes feel like they don't know what they want to do. They haven't got everything figured out yet. We're all still young. We're all still trying to figure it out. So why rush it? Wow. God. This is definitely my favorite song. It's definitely my favorite. For real.
Just wanna last.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
It wasn't quite what I mean. If you know what I mean.
It wasn't quite what I meaned.
To people like I do.
I think you know. Yeah, and it's easy to learn. I love that. Not all those who wander are lost. I love this song so much. Well done, Lana. All right, so the next song is called Yosemite or Yosemite. I have no idea how to pronounce it.
But we won't change.
Yeah, that repeats the idea from Dark But Just a Game.
Make me feel invincible.
You know what this sounds like? This is really beautiful. It sounds a lot like something off of Ultraviolence. Yeah, it sounds like something you could find off of Ultraviolence, and I really like it.
We did it for fun. We did it
Oh, wow.
did it for me.
She is amazing. She is amazing. Oh my God. She says, we did it for fun. We did it for free. I did it for you. You did it for me. We did it for the right reasons. The right reasons being for each other. It's kind of like that feeling when you think the person you're in love with is your whole world. And if you're doing something for them, you're always doing the right thing in a way. Nobody knows how to encapsulate the feeling of being in love like Lana Del Rey. And you can't prove me otherwise. Go ahead, try in the comments below. Let's have a fight about it. She is a star. And I'm not just saying that because she was really nice to me. I swear to God, I've loved her for like 8 years now. It was just that she happened to be a very nice person. But wow, I stand the right people, don't I? It's interesting to me that she changed. She changed that. I find that very interesting. What's she saying? She says, I remember watching how green was my valley, but I was thinking how deep was the canyon that you came from. She doesn't appreciate the things she has because she's so entranced by someone else. It's like that idea that she was looking at how beautiful her valley is, but all she was doing was being interested in the canyon that he grew up in. I think that's very interesting. I totally relate to that. Wow. Love that. I love this song. Okay, so 3 more songs left. This one is called Breaking Up Slowly.
Breaking up slowly is a hard thing to do.
Who is this?
So don't send me flowers like you always do.
Yikes.
George got arrested out on the lawn.
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest, this song isn't for me. Alright, so Breaking Up Slowly, this is the first song on the album that I just straight up don't like. I have liked every other song, but this one, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I'm gonna be honest, even the lyrics, they're just not something I can relate to, and unfortunately, I have to be in something to relate to it, to like it, and so it's just really not working for me right now, unfortunately. But yeah, that was Breaking Up Slowly. Alright, so the second last song on the album is Dance Till We Die. Is that a reference to Lust for Life? We'll figure it out. Her voice is amazing. Wow.
Life doesn't always work
very true. It's very true. Wow, her voice, her voice. Do you guys get a country vibe from this? Am I the only one? Wait, what? She says Clementine's not a fruit, it's my daughter's chosen name. What does that mean? Alright, so last song on the album. This is For Free. Oh wow, this piano is beautiful. I'm gonna love this one, let's be honest. I'm gonna love this one. I'm gonna love this one. The vibe, it's the energy. Who is singing? I need to know. Wow. 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 Honestly, wow. I'm wow. Honestly, wow. Okay, so the album as a whole, really loved it. There were only 2 songs out of 11 that I didn't like, and to me, that's really great. I mean, it could have been way worse. So, White Dress, amazing. Chemtrails, amazing. Tulsa, amazing. Dark But Just a Game, amazing. Wild at Heart, amazing. I'm just gonna end up listing the entire thing, but I think my favorite song on this album is Not All Who Wander Are Lost. I really do think that. I love that song. I felt a real connection to it, and I really think that the meaning of it is something important that we should be spreading, and so I really enjoyed that song. Not All Who Wander Are Lost is, in my opinion, the best song on the album, and her vocals on it are absolutely beautiful. But yeah, that's how I feel. I really like it. I'm assuming now you guys want to know how I met Lana Del Rey, and so I'm really excited because I've never actually been able to talk about it because I never made a video about her, and so now I'm really excited to do so. So the Formula One concerts here in Abu Dhabi, they are such a huge deal every year, and every year they announce the artists like a month before, and when they announced Lana, I was at uni, and I'm not kidding, I actually screamed. Like, really screamed. Like, it was a real thing. And so I bought the tickets. I got there very early. And as soon as I got there, I was at the front row, and she came out. She sang all the songs I wanted her to sing. It was absolutely amazing. And then every now and then she would come down to the audience between like almost every song because she's just so nice. And there was this kid behind me who had a Lust for Life vinyl, who he wanted her to sign. And he was so little, so what happened was I reached out with his vinyl to get her to sign it for him. It was just an act of kindness that I just wanted to do, because, you know, it was a kid behind me, and he wasn't at the front, and I wanted to help him out. And because she signed the vinyl that I was holding, I was able to get a word in with her. And I told her, I was like, I love you, can I get a picture? And then she looked me dead in the eyes, and she was like, sure. And then she snatched my phone out of my hand. She held my phone, and then she took a selfie with me, and then I told her, thank you for everything you do. And she was like, you're welcome, you're so sweet. And I was like, what? Like, I was dying. And then, yeah, someone behind me actually took a video of me with her. So this is the video. I'm just gonna put it right here. And these are the pictures. This is the final product. I am just so happy. I love her so much. That happened last October. It was 2019. October 2019 was the night I met Lana Del Rey. It was beautiful. But yeah, if you guys made it to the end of this video, if you guys are new, please consider subscribing. Almost 60% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. So if you find this, please do. I would love to have you all. I swear to God. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Inshallah, it stays up forever because honestly, YouTube with these album reactions can sometimes be a bit, so inshallah it stays healthy always. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time for more content. Bye, guys.